Welcome to a webinar to discuss the McIlvaine Scrubber-Adsorber-Biofilter world markets. And we're first going to look at a news release and then look at the website that has the report itself. So we'll click on our web browser here. Then we'll click on the McIlvaineCompany.com, www.McIlvaineCompany.com. Let's click on news releases here on the site. And let's go then to the $6 billion scrubber-adsorber market. Now notice there's also an $8.8 billion FGD system market. Scrubber-adsorber is industrial scrubbers, where FGD in our parlance is talking about power plant SO2 removal. But SO2 removal from a chemical plant or other acid gases or removing particulate with scrubbers or VOCs and so forth would be in this particular report that we're going to be talking about here. And you can see that this is a sizable market. And we have the absorbers that would take the acid gases out. We have the adsorbers that would remove the VOCs. We have the biofilters that would remove odors. We have dry scrubbers that are used on incinerators for acid gases as opposed to the absorbers. That's another alternative. And then the particulate scrubbers, so foundries and other heavy industry that has dust from grinding and sand handling and so forth would use scrubbers to remove the particulate. And particularly in the developing world, the Venturi scrubber and the sub-type scrubber are used pretty frequently. And the industries that do use them are incineration, metals, surface coating, electronics, food. Wastewater is also a big market because of the odor control. And the regions of the world are broken in pretty much with the Asian market being growing very rapidly. And as you can see, East Asia is $2 billion and is the biggest of the regional markets, and followed by NAFTA and then Western Europe. So that's the way this news release gives you a summary. But now let's go into the actual report itself. So we will be clicking on the many services that we do offer here on a paid basis. And in the error section, you can see that the Scrubber-Adsorber World Markets is one of them. And one of the advantages of the report, first of all, of course, is getting the forecast. So you can actually go in, click on forecasts here, and you can click any industry such as the chemical industry. You can click any subjects such as absorbers. You can click any country of the world. And so we'll say Indonesia or India here. India is a pretty small market still for the chemical industry. So really it's only a $5 to $6 million market for absorbers for the chemical industry in India. So you can go from that to global numbers as well. We also give you some of the background information, everything from GDP on an incremental basis for every country of the world, and to municipal wastewater, how many megawatts of how many MGD are you going to be increasing secondary waste treatment, for instance, in China, gives you an idea there as to how much is going to be spent, or even semiconductors and transport. So these other background databases are also there. So this is, I think, a useful tool to have. And you can see even a instant forecasting here, where you can put in a number if you know the market in the United States, which is 10 million for a particular product in the wastewater scrubbing product, and then you click on enter, and you can see the product in the rest of the world. If you know the market, well, I hit 2014. I should have hit something like 2010 to what we know that market would be. But basically, when you have the market in one country for 1 year, you can project the market for every year. So if you have a scrubber product that isn't actually covered in these forecasts, and you want to calculate from these individual industry databases, you can do so. Now, one of the important things is the fact that you can actually go into the refining industry and you can actually get all sorts of detailed information. But if you want to find out where all the refinery projects are or where all the refineries are, you can do that too. So this report is really thousands and thousands of pages because it has all these sub-reports in it. And these are just the projects in the refining industry for February 2011, and we do this every month. So for anybody that not only wants to follow and find out how big the market is, but to see where all the major projects are, industry by industry, this is actually occurs in this particular report. And you can see that somebody has just got these Venturi ejector systems, Graham here. And you can actually go to a plant database with information by facility names and click on any one of the Chevron or any one of the refineries and get information as well on the U.S. and Europe. So these are additional information that is in here for all the different companies. So there is a massive information here in the report as well as the technical information. And we'll just go back to the, get out of the refineries, for instance, and go back to the main report. And we get into what types of equipment are included in the report, how to leverage the report, because we do feel that the use of the report for strategic purposes along with actual sales tools that we offer allow you to pursue what we call knowledge-based sales, which is a concept that we believe will get an increasing traction. And we do have a newsletter in the subject that you can see and you get as part of this as well. And so you're seeing our February 2011 newsletter. You can print out a copy or find out that Topsoe will be supplying tail gas catalyst to BASF, and you can find out that new coke oven emissions system has been installed in the Ukraine, so that we are covering this kind of news around the world. And we have been doing this since 1976. And you can actually, with the search engine here, you can go back and search articles all the way back to 1987. So this is a very extensive database as well as a market report. I'd like to thank you for spending some time with us today. We certainly welcome any questions that you may have about the report, and we invite you to contact us to do so. And this will end the discussion today.